Pop this up real quick. There we go. I'm gonna be mostly mining today. I should take less fall damage. Old man. Hucklebeak. Okay. So I'm mostly for diamonds. I still got plenty. Don't have a lot that I need them for. Hey Melissa, welcome back. How are you?
Hello!
And welcome Blank. That's not gonna be enough charcoal, but fine. I'm getting ready to go mining. I just want to make sure I get all of these. Oh, I'll come back. I'm doing good. Melons are starting to grow. My pumpkins are growing. My carrots look like they're mostly grown in. That's fair, Blank. Thanks for hopping in. Shit! I forgot to make the lurk command. I was gonna do that last night. I forgot. I'm brain. Okay, so I'm gonna be mining at. Thank you. Thank you, Blank. All right. Hopefully I find some coal. Also, welcome Blitz. I got some copper. Oh. Well, you could always do something nice for yourself. Like get a treat. I haven't done much for my birthday the last couple of years because of the world ending. But I've at least like gotten myself like something nice to eat. Like I get myself like or Katie's gotten it for me really. She does most of the shopping. But she got me like this little chocolate cake. Like this big. And it's got chocolate chips in it. It's like my favorite kind of birthday cake. It's not really even a birthday cake, but it's my favorite kind of cake. And we've had that the last couple of years. It's super good. Even if you aren't able to like hang out with people, like doing little stuff, even if you have to do it for yourself, will make you feel better. Yeah, Katie's great. Like, she's the best. She remembers stuff even when I don't. Like, I don't even usually. I'm usually like, oh, I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't eat a lot of cake. But then I'm like, oh, I actually really like the chocolate cake with chocolate chips in it. She remembers that even when I forget. Though, I will say she does forget things, because today I set 4 reminders for her before she left for work to take the salt out of her car so I could salt the driveway. And she dismissed all 4 of them as they came and still didn't bring the salt in, so I couldn't salt the driveway today. It's funny. We'll do it tomorrow though, because she doesn't work tomorrow, so I'll be able to get the salt out of her car myself. I mean, if you think they'd be busy, the worst case scenario is you just ask. I mean, if they're busy, you already thought they were going to be busy, and if they're not busy, you get to hang out with them. Worst case scenario, just generally, if you want to hang out with somebody, just ask them to hang out. Like, worst case scenarios, they'll say no, but they're not going to hate you for asking. Like, they're not gonna get annoyed with you. They'll probably be excited that you thought about them enough to ask to hang out. Like, even if they do have to turn you down because they're busy. But either way, happy birthday. Really can't find coal in there. I found one good vein of coal, I'd be set for a while, but I can't. I'm not finding coal. Like the last couple times I've been mining, I didn't find any. Theoretically, I should be mining higher up. But I don't want to mine into like... Oh yeah, I mean, it's a month away. It's a month and a half away. I mean, you could ask. If you ask them enough in advance, like, hey, do you want to do something for my birthday? They'll be able to plan around that instead of the other way around. I think you should. It's always nice to have some nice stuff for yourself. Like, within reason. If you can't afford diamonds, I wouldn't recommend buying yourself a diamond necklace for your birthday, but... But yeah, treating yourself's always nice. Like, even if, like, you can't hang out with people, I know, like, if you're alone on your birthday, it's kind of lonely. If you do something nice for yourself, usually it helps make you feel a little bit better about it. Oh, that's fair. Worst case scenario, getting yourself like, I don't know, like something like food or something like like a dessert that you like. Usually it's not too expensive. Like if you like chocolate cupcakes or something, getting yourself a couple of those, not too hard. I don't think I want to mine all of this out, especially because it's all holding up gravel. Jesus, a big... Did I hit? I think I hit one of the big copper veins. Holy shit. I think I'm set for copper for a while. I have to start making blocks in my chest to make room. I'm already running out of space in my inventory and I've hit 2 veins of stuff. Okay. Well. There's probably more, but I don't think I need it. Wild. That's all. That was a wild amount of copper. It kind of depends. Like sometimes it's just easy to forget things like that. Like if you're not thinking about it very often. Like I'm lucky, like I know Katie's birthday. Because Katie's birthday is very easy to remember. But like, off the top of my head, I can't remember Blitz's birthday. I've known Blitz for a few years. Like, I just, off the top of my head, I can't remember when it is. I think it's in October. Or is yours in March? Is Jared's the one that's in October? Yeah, that's something that's okay to be upset about. You're June, Jared's January. Who's October? Whose birthday's in October? I know somebody in our server's birthday is in October. Is it Blank's birthday? Is Blank's birthday in October? I know somebody I know's birthday is in October. I remember Five's birthday is like a week after mine. I know his is in May. Talia's is a little bit before mine in May, I think. 4 Mile's birthday is early June or late May. I can't remember which one. I remember typically the time of year, except for yours, I guess, because I'm a dub. But now I'm trying to remember whose was October. You know whose birthday's in October? My friend Chris. They're not in the server. They're not in our server. They're just a good friend of mine. Their birthday is in October. Yeah. Blitz just went through something like that a few months ago. It's a perfectly reasonable thing to upset about. Like, if somebody forgets your birthday, that's one thing. If somebody's actively being malicious towards you, that's another. Like, for sure. Like, a birthday, in reality, it's just a string of numbers. Strings of numbers are easy to forget. But, like... Yeah, that was probably wise. It's not healthy to stick around people who are being mean, like, to you. And, like, being, like, legitimately mean. Like, I will tease and kind of harass my friends to no end, but it's not malicious. And if, like, they actually get upset, I stop. But, like, if somebody's, like, talking behind your back and that way, like, that is solely for the purpose of hurting you. Or having other people hurt you, and that's just not cool. Yeah. Somebody's going behind your back to, like, be mean about you in, like, a serious, like, this person awful kind of way. They are not worth your time. I think I hit a big copper vein. I think I hit one of those, like, giant snaking copper vein. Oh, jeez. They're doing it for the entire time? Yeah, when I was in high school, like... Yeah, that's fair. I guess I had the opposite happen when I was in school, but that's because my brain's weird. Like, I mostly didn't have friends and just assumed people talked bad about me until I got to high school. Then I realized nobody talked about me. But yeah, like, it's a good thing. Like, it's better to just get out of situations like that. I think you did the right things. Hey, Forma. You're working, huh? Having a Hans really helps, I believe it. You're making more of the maps? Oh, jeez. That's wild. Yeah. Are you, like, out now? Like, in a comfortable sense with it? Oh. Oh, I guess I already explored. Oh, yeah, I did. I have already explored. is the one that's like wild. Possible. Awesome. Thank you, Blitz. So in our like private server we have I took on a mapping project, but I can't deal with you right now. I can't convert you, can't save you, so why are you here? Yeah, that can be rough. That can be hard too, especially like if you don't think your parents support that kind of stuff. Like that can make that hard. But it's best to just like do what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable coming out, then it's like you don't really need to. But if you like, if that's something you feel the need to do, then that's also fine. Like I say fine, but like it's more important to do what's comfortable for you than to put yourself in situations where you think people are gonna act poorly. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but like it's yeah, like you don't have to do it. Like if you don't think your parents would support you, there's no rule where you can't have to like tell them everything. Do what's healthiest for you, you know? Like in my I guess I'm in like in a half situation somewhere. Like I don't tell my parents about that kind of stuff with me. Mostly just because like I'm in a relationship, like I have a wife. So it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't really matter because it's like I know I'm not gonna bring a guy home to my family or anything. Normal, you don't have a wife. I have a wife. I have a half-wife. She's my fiance, but we've been living together for 7 years. And we're going to get married when the pandemic's over. Oh, that makes sense. But like, I have like the ultra cover. Like, nobody has to, no, I care about, or I like both because like it is irrelevant to my parents. Having a wife kind of, that's fair. You're dropping solo into Tilted Towers. Is Tilted Towers even still a thing in Fortnite? I haven't played. I know they've like nuked the map like 3 times. Fortnite is still a thing. Fortnite's one of those things where like I accept it's not like I don't think it's a bad game. I just know it's not my kind of game. But like it's one of those things where it's like it's mostly the only things I have issues with is not even the game itself. It's just that some people take it way easily. But like it's a good game. It has a lot of innovative stuff that is drastically changed the way other games have worked. Yeah, like I'm not into the culture of it. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like Five Nights at Freddy's can be a good... I'm sorry, Melissa. I have worms in my brain. And I almost said, you're unironically Finnish. And I'm like, that's not something you say to people. And I don't... I'm sorry. I feel like I had to, like, actually apologize for that, even though it's, like, a very minor joke. Forma was referring to rally driving, because in the game he plays, Finland is his, like, favorite map for rally driving. In a racing game he plays. So that's where he's coming from. But, I don't know, I feel like Finland is, like, any place in the world has cool stuff. You just have to be able to find it. Okay, I'm glad you liked it. I don't know if you get the reference. The reference is to another thing. To a Russian Badger video, but I saying somebody's unironically from a country is just really funny to me, and the actual joke was Finland. You know, like, I've never been to Finland, but I know Finland has cool stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I get the whole it's gray for half the year because it's winter here. I live in the Midwest United States where all we have is corn. But, like, there's stuff to do everywhere. It just sometimes it takes a little more searching. And a lot of that stuff also opens up as you get older. Like, as a teenager, it can feel like there is nothing to do. But then, like, once you can do things like drive and actually take yourself places, you can discover a whole lot. Like, I know Finland as a country is known as for having, like, some of the most beautiful forests in the world. So if you're into, like, nature and hiking and stuff, like, you could search those out. Like, that's, like, one of the things you sort of learn getting older is, like, places that seem like they don't have anything probably actually have stuff. You just don't notice them when you're younger. Just gotta kind of learn to explore. But that comes with, like, the freedom of being a little bit older. Being able to have the options to, like, make your own decisions about things. As like a cop-out of an answer as, you'll learn when you're older. Like, that's something, like, I learned. Because, like, being from Ohio... I don't know why it deleted that message. I'm sorry. The auto mod... I didn't delete that. The auto mod picked it up. There's nothing to do. Food is expensive. You can't do anything. It's only fun when you drive around and chill and eat snacks. I can't drive until I'm 18. It's legal to... You know, as bad as this sounds, like, half of the states in the United States is legal to do that too. And, like, it's really fucked up. But at least it's not as common as the internet would make it sound. But, like, yeah, it's very similar. Like, things are... Well, things aren't really expensive in Ohio, but... But, like, driving around is, like, one of the main pastimes here. Yeah, my bot hard deleted that. I don't know what it picked up on, unless it said... Unless it was the animals part. I have to look at my auto mod. Yeah, I don't know about, like, So I can't really speak on that because I'm not educated on like the matter, but like I think that's just sort of not to say it's okay. Let me be clear, not saying it's okay or that it should be normalized. But like I think in general crimes have like and that kind of stuff has just been growing everywhere. Like I know that's the big thing. I'm not advocating normalizing crime. I'm just saying that I feel like that's an everywhere problem, but when you're from a place, it feels like a localized problem. It's like, there's been stuff like that happening here. Like, there's been like a lot of like pretty awful stuff happening here, like in Ohio, where I'm from too. Which is like I said, not to say it's like normal, but like I feel like it's a wider problem than this Finland. And not to say it isn't a problem there or that like it shouldn't be solved, because it absolutely should. I'm just meaning like sometimes it's hard to tell the scope of things happening. It's kind of like how the like whole like really bad people thing in the United States is going on with like Nazis and stuff. Like being from the United States, I almost only ever see stuff about how that's a problem in the United States, but like that's a global issue. That's a, like it's happening in more than just the United States. As much as it sucks to think about. Part of the thing you just gotta like do is like try to be active and like speak out against that kind of stuff. Pressure, like do what you can to pressure people. Why is my house so long? Because this is how I built it. I don't know what answer you wanted, but that's the answer you're getting for, Mom. Yeah, I can feel that. Like, I was lucky. Lucky is probably not the word. Like, I grew up in a very rural area, so there was no walking home. So I had to ride a bus. I mean, I was on the bus for hours, but I got taken directly home. But like, I couldn't imagine having to walk like through a city as a kid by myself. Like, even as an adult, I don't like going to the city by myself. Like, I feel fine in, like, the city I live in, because it's more of, like, a big, small town. But I could definitely imagine that being terrifying. At that age, like, yeah. Especially if that's happening. Yeah. I just meant, like, when I rode the bus, it wasn't, there weren't bus stops. I was dropped off directly at my driveway, because I lived on a farm out in the middle of nowhere. But, like, I'm assuming you don't have the same, like, if you're walking from, like, school or from your friend's house, you probably don't have that same luck, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Convenience. Oh yeah, no, like that's the thing in the US too, like especially in like bigger cities, like kids will just walk to and from school in like New York City. And I couldn't imagine that. New York City is a city that's like half the size of the state I live in. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but like, yeah, like I couldn't imagine like completely sheltering my kids, but also the idea of like just letting kids go in a city scares me. Like that's why I like that I live in such a like small rural area where you pretty much you know people in your area. Like It's not so much where I live right now, but like where I grew up, like everybody knew everybody. Is it really 2/3 the size of Ohio? That's insane. I thought I was like way over exaggerating. Oh, and population. Oh. You know, that's even more fair. Melissa, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong with you. Like, it's just sort of like the world can kind of be a fucked up place. And like, that is normal to be like scared and like freaked out about it. Like, adults are freaked out and kind of and scared of like how things are. Like, it is normal to be worried. It is normal to be scared. That is not a you're weird thing. That is a you're living in a world and in times where things are kind of fucked, and like that reality is something that's scary to be in. Really, what you just gotta do is just like do what you can to like. Now's not the time, Strikebot. But you just gotta kind of do what you can to try to make a difference. Like, don't be afraid to write letters to mayors and or politicians and stuff and being like, hey, things need to change. And like, don't be afraid to try to get your friends to do the same. Like, the way you make change is by forcing it, essentially. That's something like a lot of younger people, like even younger than me, like given, like we're part of the same generation technically, but like I'm like the oldest part of your generation. So like I'm more like millennial than I am Gen Z, even though I'm technically Gen Z. That's wild. Like I feel very lucky that I never had to deal with anything like that. Like, I've never really lived in an area where crime was a big problem. Like, don't get me wrong, my area has its own problems. Like, but like, I'm lucky that that wasn't, I never really worried about my safety from other people. Like, I never worried that other people were gonna harm me, which is something I'm very lucky with. Like, yeah, like I said, really what you can do is, because it's hard to deal with stuff like that. You just gotta, there are people in charge, and you need to basically put a boot up their ass to get them to do stuff. And don't be afraid to get other people to fight with you. I'm glad you're all right now. Hey, Obi, no big deal. I've been vibing. At this point, I'm just parkouring, waiting for stuff to go here. I need to refill my pickaxe. Jeez, like that's wild to me as somebody who's like not from Europe or like Finland, because like when we hear about it in the United States, we usually hear about places like Finland and Sweden as being like very safe, like compared to the United States. Like I don't know the actual numbers, but how's the world? The Minecraft world is good. The real life world, I mean, it's debatable, but like kind of fucked. I'm glad you got away, and I feel like you did the right thing. And like, in those situations, like, if somebody like tries to grab you or anything, the best thing you can do in that situation is to make as much noise as possible. Especially if you're like in a public space. Like if you're walking like on a public street, don't be afraid to just scream. It'll probably piss them off, but they're not gonna do anything to you in the middle of the street. It's just too easy for them to get caught. Yeah, I feel like you did the right thing by not letting them know where you lived. Like, getting to a place where you know there's other people is probably the best thing. And if they try to stop you, if they grab you, or if they, like, say anything to you, yeah, but like, if you're like anywhere near like other houses or anything, like, just make a commotion. Even if you just scream, if you scream and flail, like, they're going to realize you're bringing attention to yourself, and they're probably going to flee. Like, I can't guarantee that works every time, but like, that is what we were taught over here, because that's like a big thing in the United States. Like, stuff like that happens fairly commonly. It's just like, you make a ruckus. Yeah, it's like, it's your best chance to make a scene. Scream, like, drop your legs, like, don't, like, do everything in your power to make it as hard for them to do anything as possible. Even if you don't think anybody would hear you, that's still, like, it's better than not doing anything. You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised how loud a scream is. Like, even with, like, snow and stuff on the ground. Like, I can hear, like, kids getting off the bus 2 blocks away. Just, like, being normal loud, not even, like, loud. And that's inside in winter with snow on the ground. Like I said, I can't say it would work every single time, and there are exceptions, but, like, that's probably going to be your best chance, even if you don't think it will work. It's just being an absolute menace to the person that's trying to do it. You kick, you scream, you scratch, you bite, do anything you can. Yeah, like I said, like, even if it's like nighttime and you're in the like, even if, say, you were like in the middle of a forest at nighttime and there's like not a house for like miles, I would argue that even in those situations, it would still be best to fight as much as you can. Because, like, the only other option is, like, if you don't fight, it's giving in, and that's even worse. Yeah. Like, you're, like, even if it doesn't work, if you fought back, you've made it harder on them, and basically you just don't give up until, like, don't have a choice. But that's how, like, that's sort of like a philosophy for most things. It's just like, in the world, like, even outside of kidnappings, like, there are people in the world that are doing awful things, and they're doing awful things that are gonna affect you. Like, one of the worst things you can do is just let them get away with it without any sort of repercussions. Like, the best thing you can do is go down fighting tooth and nail you know? And even, like, an even better thing to do, too, like I said, it's hard to think that you can, like, have a voice as a kid, as, like, a teenager. But, like I said, start making a fuss about it, like social media, writing letters, like, get a hold of people in charge in your area and let them know that that needs to change. And convince people around you to do the same. Like, organizing and fighting back against systems that don't seem to care is, like, the best way to deal with it. It's, you just do what you can. Like, if you don't have a super loud scream, just make as loud of a, like, noise when you talk as you can. Like, you just do what you were able to do at the time. Like, even, like, smaller people would be amazed. Like, I'm, like, a big dude, so, like, yeah, it's easy for me to say fight back, but, like, you'd be amazed, like, the power that, like, even smaller people have. Like, my sister is a quarter my size, and if she really wanted to, she could put all of her force into me and put me on my ass. Like, I couldn't imagine trying to pick up my sister and take her anywhere against her will. And I have almost 200 pounds on. I'm a big dude. So, like, they might be able to pick you up, but you bite, you flail, you scratch. You try to make them. And, like, one thing, too, is, like, if you're trying to get them caught, you try to make them bleed. You scratch their arms, you bite them, you kick them. You try to, if you draw blood, they'll make, like, if people are investigating this, they will find that blood. Self-defense classes are great. Like, and that's another thing is, like, you might just have to do that when you're older. Come on, you could beat my ass if you climbed up a wall first. If we were in a boxing ring, I would take your ass. I could clap your cheeks for a while. But yeah, like I said, like, it may feel like you're powerless, but no matter how powerless you feel, using what power you have art classes could be a hit or miss. Just saying. But yeah, like, no matter how powerless you feel, whatever little power you have is using whatever little power you have is better than just giving in. Because, like, even if your chance of escape is only 1%, like, even if your chance of escape is only 1% with the amount of strength and vocal loudness you have, that 1% is infinitely more of a chance of escape than the 0% of just letting them take you, you know? Forma, I think they're asking for reference sheet. Because Blitz is an artist, they probably want to practice by drawing your character. Hell yeah. Like, even if you can't take self-defense courses, the magic of, like, the internet these days, too, is you don't really need classes to learn things anymore. You gotta go, Obi? Well, see you later. Thanks for hopping in. Practicing anatomy is very important. Right. And I could say that applies to both art and beating the shit out of people. But yeah, like, if you ever need to learn something, it's not ideal, because sometimes it is better to be, like, hands-on, but if it's your only option, things like YouTube have basically classes on how to do literally anything. Yeah, like, reference in art is, like, I'm not much of an artist. Like, I do graphic design stuff, but I'm not good at drawing, like, people or anything like that. My wife does, like, anatomy drawings and stuff, and, like, she took a life forms class, I think it's that's what it was called, where they actually had, like, a model that they were drawing, and she says it helps her draw her art drastically. I just need to practice. Yeah, if there's anybody I know in the world that's not afraid of looking at naked bodies, it's Blitz. But I don't know if we should go into much detail about that. Shut up, Forma, you're not better. No, like, it can be nerve-wracking. I took a painting class in college, and, like, I was not used to seeing strangers naked, and then we had to do model, like, anatomy painting. And I definitely understand being just, like, nervous, because that's a weird feeling. Like, it's a little less weird when it's, like, online pictures. And especially if, like, you don't have privacy, like I would never, like, try to look up those references around my parents or anything. Like, that's fair, because, like, parents can be snoopy. That's a thing. But, like, drawing, like, you can also draw figures without drawing the details, I guess is the way to put it. Like, and that's usually a little bit easier to explain, like I don't know your parents, and I don't know if they would understand that, but Yeah, I can see why you'd be pissed. Back in high school, I used to give Katie shit because she would sketch around me all the time because we were friends. And I used to give her shit because she would draw the figure before drawing the clothes, and I'd always give her shit for drawing. I'd be like, drawing hentai over there. She used to get mad at me. I'm surprised she never hit me for that. But I could see why that would be like, especially with like parents. I could see why that'd be like uncomfortable. I am thinking next year of doing a series where I try to learn to draw in a year. Like, I'm just gonna take the whole year and like probably one stream a week. I'm gonna borrow Katie's tablet and I'm just gonna learn to draw people. And the only reason I decided to do it next year is because I had everything else going on with this year, like at the beginning of this year, trying to get my stream settled out for swapping over from Streamlabs and getting all that settled. So it's just I had a lot on my plate. But I'm gonna have like a my throat. I'm gonna have a thing where I'm gonna have a stream a week dedicated to just like watching and learning drawing tutorials. And just see how well I can improve. That's a plan I have for next year. Because Katie has a really nice drawing tablet. I'm gonna borrow it to show you. She's gonna get pissed. It has like a fully like drawing pad. For art. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, if it's early in the morning and you're sleepy, that's perfectly fine if you have to duck out. I understand completely. Like, sometimes I watch streams until it's too early in the morning, and I definitely feel it the next day, so I cannot blame you for wanting to head off. Oh, I forgot to do that with my pickaxe out. Or I'll resize it and send it. You don't need to send the original full resolution file. Okay. Yeah, Minecraft's fun. It's a good, like, wind-down game. Like, it's a good way of de-stressing. At least, like, creative is. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't played The Last of Us 2, but I've been wanting to play it. I don't have a PlayStation, so it's not available to me. That's a game I've heard is really good, and I've been wanting to play it. I need to play the original Last of Us as well. I've missed out on a lot of PlayStation games. Yeah, I've been playing Minecraft. Like, I wanted to start out with like a long Minecraft series. Just because I've been stressing about what to play lately. And I was like, you know what? I love Minecraft. I like streaming Minecraft. I'm just gonna do a Minecraft hardcore world. You know? You could always just copy what other people do. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. That's wild they didn't have Minecraft in the store. Usually that's a game that, like, game shops just store extra copies of around here. Oh, I just wasted a lava. Desperately trying not to fall in the lava and kill myself. I've heard Detroit Become Human was good too. Going. Oh, jeez. Game soundtracks could just have that effect. Yeah, like, games are really good at being very emotional. Like, even games that aren't story-based, it's like games are a medium that are, like, that's perfectly suited. Oh, I thought that was a sound from the soundtrack of Detroit Become Human. It's a book. Oh. Who's it by? books are another one where you spend so much time with a book. Like, it's so much longer form than, like, movies and shows that you get way more emotionally invested in it. 8 hours, like, 8 hours, and 8 hours is like a long time to like consume media. Like, don't get me wrong, games can be way longer, but like the actual story parts of games is typically only around 8 to 12 hours. So it's pretty comparable. BookBeat. I'll have to look that up. Is that like an ebook site? Where they like, or a audiobook site? I haven't. Audiobooks are something that I constantly think like, oh, I need to get into those. I want to listen to audiobooks, and I always do. Let me look up this game. Oh gosh. Like 6 people I follow went live all at once on Twitch. Adam Silvera. Huh. I'll look it up. That sounds like an interesting book. I just looked it up. Thanks for recommendations. I'll make Katie read it. I'll make Katie read or listen to it too. That way I can make her cry because it's fun. That's why I made her play One Shot. I knew it'd break her heart. But man, did she love that game. Such a good one. Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, like, it's really nice when you can get stuff like that through school. My school was kind of old school still. Our audiobooks were on cassette tapes. And you could borrow literally cassette player. Like, I'm not even that old. That's just how late the technology at my school was. Oh yeah, no, like Finland has a lot of social security net stuff that America just doesn't. I think my TikTok from yesterday finally died out. I mean high school, is it? Do you mean high school or like university? Melissa, do you mean high school or do you mean university? Oh, I see. Okay. I'm like, geez, high school cost money in Finland at one point? Like, high school, like, mostly just, like, for us, it's just supplies. Like, we don't have to buy our books because the schools just reuse the books every year. University, yeah, university, like, college here is significant, like, really expensive. And there's, like, typically no way to get it for free unless the college really wants you there. There's been attempts to try to make it so you can go to a public university for money, or for free, not for money. But that keeps getting squashed. I need to replant my carrots before I make a grave mistake. Yeah, that's wild to me, because in the United States, like, you don't have to pay, like, tuition for high school. High school, like, you have to sometimes pay fees for, like, certain classes and stuff, but, like, the actual school itself is free. You just have to pay for, like, your meals and stuff there. But at the same time, it's also legally required to go to high school. Ormal, why are you making fun of Finland? What are you doing? Do I have to time you out? You're making fun of the language. Do I have to time you out? Do I have to time you out for being mean? Lukio. I actually like that word. That's a fun one. I'd probably not pronounce that. I can't. You actually did it. You mad. No, that's fine. Like, there are English words that I don't understand. So, like, if, like, trying to translate from one language to another is not easy, and I don't blame anybody for making any mistake. Especially because I'm trying to learn Spanish. And that's rough. Learning multiple languages is hard. Like, just hard. That's how it is. Like, some languages it's easier than others, but for the most part, trying to learn Il Pisto is university. Ah. I want to do a game design course and a graphic design course. Like, I don't want to do, like, college. But I want to see, like... But I want to do, like, an adult education, like, sort of night classes kind of deal. But there's no good adult education schools around me that have the courses I want to do. I kind of wish in the United States that college and education in general wasn't crazy expensive. I don't kinda, I really wish education in the United States wasn't crazy expensive. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Blitz. Because, like, I would love to just go back to school and learn thing after thing after thing. Like, I'd love to be able to just take, like, a woodworking course. But I can't afford to spend, like, 3 years' pay at, like, a regular job to do that. Like, it's... Education in the United States just... Like, for most people, it just feels completely out of reach. That's fair. As someone who doesn't know the like a lot of the Scandinavian languages, I think that's what they're called. Scandinavian languages? Or what's the languages of like places like Sweden, Finland? What are those languages called? Like, as someone who speaks, like, natively, speaks Nordic languages, thank you. As someone whose, like, primary language is English, going from English to, like, a lot of, like, different systems, like... Is it Nordic? Nordic, as in, like, Norse, like, I guess Vikings is the best way to describe it. Like, I don't know what the other, like, what the words that people use. Formal, you don't know what a Viking is? Oh. Oh. It's dripstone. They're stalagmites. If you call them lava udders again, I'm banning you. They're stalactites. Oh, that's sick. I have cousins that are from Japan. And I've thought about learning Japanese, but I also fell out of trying to learn Japanese. It was hard, and I'm lazy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. Oh, that's neat. Learning languages is one of those things where, like, if you successfully do it, it will like, it's just, like, something that's never a bad idea. If it's available to you. I mean, not to say it'd be easy, but it's like... It's never gonna be a bad thing to know other languages. Because if nothing else, the, like... one time that you actually have to use it, it will be a lifesaver. Hell, even Latin is something where it's like, it's sort of a... I don't want to say prestige, but I guess prestige is the word I'm looking for. Like, knowing Latin, even if it's not useful, You know, that's fair. I can't really say much. Most of my family descends from Scotland and Ireland, with a little bit of German in there. And basically, all of the mixing happened in the United States. Blitz. Spanish did that for me when I was in college. Oh, your mom didn't speak Finnish. That's interesting. Yeah, I could imagine that would make things difficult. That's wild. It's cool when like it's, I imagine it's got to be cool having like kind of like unique, I don't know if situation is a word I'm looking for, but just being like your parents meeting under unique circumstances sounds really cool. My mom and dad, it was more of a traditional thing where they just sort of lived near each other and knew each other. Why are you making it sound weird? Is Blitz gonna have to time you out again? You're being naughty. There, my lava generator is completely done now. Not you, Melissa. You're fine, Melissa. I was talking about 4 Mile. That's just because I know 4 Mile's trying to be an ass. Didn't have to get up there again, so I'll just tear it. And now this is gonna make lava. Oh, jeez. That's a little bit closer to my parents. My parents are 8 years apart. Katie and I are a lot closer. Katie and I are only a year apart. But my brother's 13 years older than me. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. There we go. Wait. Older or younger? Oh, okay. Okay, so your brother's around 30. I guess 17 years younger than your mom is like a feasible age to be younger than somebody, but still, that's wild. Compared to like the age difference. I'm doing the math and I'm like, that is wild. One is 34 and one of them is 32. Oh. So your mom was your age when your dad had the older brother, or the younger brother. The third one's 22. Well, that's wild to think about. None of them were your mom's. Right. They were your dad's. I was just thinking like your mom's age when your dad had them, and I'm like, oh, jeez. It's weird to think about the age gap of parents when like the parents had like kids before. And like the first marriage was somebody closer to their age. My older brother has a different last name than me, but he was also born before my parents were married. Oh, they all have different last names than your dad's. That's a big thonk. I guess they were all out of marriage. Which isn't an uncommon thing, really. Like, I don't know if it is Finland, but that's the thing that's happening. That's happened in the United States quite frequently. Any number you come up with, you could probably add at least 3. Just like assuming relationships before kids. I didn't replant the crops. I continue my dumb attitude. Yeah, that's fair. You were gonna go like an hour ago and I kept you here. Alright, have a good night, Melissa. Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it. Bye. Okay. Not anymore. Have a good night. I need to cut down. I should really plant some more trees. I could have swore saplings could plant themselves if the entity was just like left sitting there, but I guess. Excuse me. All right. Half stun? Hell yeah. Itch in the back of my throat again. Like, fully cleaned out my bottle today. It's tasting a little funky. Oh, the water tastes much better now. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Back. Back. I should make a journey over to the city. Raid. Pumpkins. Keep the wheat. Down. Another bind down. All right. Yeah, what the? I think it's only in Bedrock, but I think there's a thing with Minecraft where if you give horses speed and breed them while they have the speed effect on, it makes their offspring permanently faster. We could try to make some really zoomy horses, but I'm not sure if that's Bedrock only or not. saw a little desert. A really big beach. I never noticed that before. Oh, that's the lava pit. Oh, hello, giant death pit. I didn't see you there. I don't think my feather falling 1 boots would have saved me there. Fucking Devil's Maul, holy shit. I want to release this lava into it. I felt the need for violence. Katie sent me a heart. Okay. What the hell? Okay. That was interesting. Hey, I'm at like 0% dropped frames. That's awesome. They're never doing this well. I'm at 190,000 frames. I've only dropped like 10 total. Okay. You buy now. Buy granite, but you sell drip. You should reset your grades. Did you just keep asking? Oh, you're the guy who just buys wheat. Don't climb in holes you don't know how to get out of. Other me? No, I have 2 masons. There you are. Oh, you buy diorite. You are. Sell brown glazed terracotta. And terracotta. I fucking hate myself. As well. I shift clicked when I don't have a job yet. Okay. I need you to buy potatoes and carrots. Buy potatoes. Good enough for me. Cool. Can I break that down without going to the nether? No? Oh. I was a little excited. Oh man, I can break that down. The mason's up. Oh, sorry. What the fuck? Yeah, no, it's not. So. I don't know how long we have left. So I'm just gonna. There we go. Yeah, I think the plugin's a little or the thing's a little bugged. I'll have to see if I can get a hold of the guy who makes it. Yeah. What I can do about it, because it's like it keeps freaking the fuck out. I can also sell on top of smooth sand. I can sell granite and diorite. Level you up. Sell mending. You sell mending for cheaper than the other one. Also, why do you also sell? I now have 2 mending villagers. I was looking to get like unbreaking. My goodness. Not gonna get back before. Oh, but that's. Couldn't have gotten an unbreaking 3 villager. So much coal. Time. Okay. I realize now that I have just made it so creepers are going to be all over the way back. So. I want to risk it and just try to run. I don't feel. That's almost. Burn, you idiots. I am better than you. Okay. Okay. Oh. Back. Put the coal in the furnace. Start smelting up a bunch of irons. Oh. There's the cave I... Attic. Make it down there in one place? No way, right? Huh. All converged in like the same funnel. Interesting. After. Banner. It doesn't have a name. Two beehives, like. Oh, that's right. It's massive fucking hole ground. I expected to at least get a stack from all those, but I guess not. There we go. Now that's done. Shall we? Uh, cool. Add. What option is there for my... I guess I can afford mending. What a crazy idea that might. Nice. Gonna fucking. I'm gonna try to make it easier on myself to mine that. So Yeah, it's gonna be. Realize this. Some mining, yeah, some. I'm gonna be thoroughly strip mine. Why I said that with such a pretty thoroughly strip mine. This one, I'm just trying to dig my way through. is a little bit riskier of a mine, but I'll probably put up a Minecraft building to keep stuff out with doors and stuff. Essentially, I just want to completely strip out this level of the hill, which I should be able to pretty easily. Not that big of a hill. And then I'll probably like dig down 2 blocks, and go down and do 2 blocks down. And then go down 2 blocks and just keep doing that until I hit the cavern. In which case, I will stop mining in that. Yeah. Here, but to the side. This. All right. Pretty much only expecting to find iron. Oh. Mountain mining, mountain mining. Ugh. Maybe? Not super high up, but high up as I get. The mountains are absolutely littered with gold. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna keep mining here. Very long grassy cave. Well, since it's here. Oh, this is a bigger cave than I did. Oh, hey, it's a lush biome. Sick. I have no way of getting down there right now. Which down there? But neat. This cave is way bigger than I expected it to be. Hey. Oh shit. Am I in a mountain biome? I didn't even notice you. Meadow, yeah. I am technically in a mountain biome. Heck. I'm not talking much. I'm just sort of chilling, mining. I'm terrified of drop creepers. I'm getting some whole situation. Oh god, a spawner. Ah. Right. Now I have a spawner. Should probably save its location. Alright. Alright. Note this down real quick. Oh, okay. All right. Now, not the correct way out. All right. Flyovers. I'll come back and move the stuff from. Okay. Get through. All right. Got a good bit of mining done. A lot of coal. Oh. Probably next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be like right over here. Make a really big storage room. Need a silk touch harvesting axe. For the melons. I know some of them buy melons, but I think they buy whole. Not this. Gonna head over. Last thing I'm gonna do is head over, trade. Villagers. Oh, these don't have faces. I thought these were the ones I put faces on. Not cards. Free money. All right. All right. Whew. All right. Three things. Things. All right. Solid. Got 4 mending books. Oh yeah. take a nap and then walk back. I'm gonna be the one sleeping here. And I'm gonna try to race back to the house before the stream's over. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back. So. Look at me just support. Alright. I'll get home and then I guess we'll call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Once I get to the house, I'm gonna check this. Follow it. And if so, I'll send you guys over there. And if not, I'll see you guys at on Friday. Keep an eye out for the next day or so. Because tomorrow I'm gonna be doing some mining here and recording it. And I'll have like either a time lapse or just like a no mic long form stream of just me mining. Alright. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all on Friday. Hope you guys have a great night. See you then. Oh, wait, let me check. I have to see. Save it for me to raid. Never mind. He is streaming. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send you guys over to B. I hope you guys have a great night. And I will see you all on Friday. Send B some love for me, alright? I'm gonna hop over there too. Alright. See you there. Bye.